Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Geneva Early, your craft doctor, and I'm here with my next video. I'm coming to you with my last part of my craft day haul, and this is the Crafter's Companion border dies. It's an auto ship set of 4. Let's see, what is the proper name? It's the confetti border die set. So it came with a set of 4 of the border dies. We have the happy hearts, in flight, dancing butterfly, and shattered flowers. So I wanted to do this um unboxing or haul video, card making video, whatever, because I just thought these was just so cute, and I wasn't going to get these because I was like, we could do this in another way. And so I'm going to design one of these designs, not using these elements, but I'm going to design one, and then I'm going to show you how I did it um, once I get finished with the design. So that um, video is coming up because I got to work on it. But I was super excited to see these because it helps do an additional element type thing, and you don't have to have that much to do it with. So first we have the shuttered flower. Let me bring you a little closer. We have the shattered flower, and these are all thin 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 metal dies, very small dies. Dancing butterfly. I'm not gonna take them all out the pack because I'm just not. But these are butterfly dies. These are the bird dies, and I love the heart dies. The heart dies. Okay, so what I wanted to do was make a card with one of them. So I already opened this one so that I can make the card out of it. So let me show you what I'm doing. I'm gonna back you up a little bit because I find that when I'm too focused in, I don't work in the screen. So because I have so much of it, I'm doing a 4x6 card because I have so many card bases from the Crafter's Companion kit, because they went from doing 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 to 5x7, 6x6 to doing mostly 4x6s. So I have stacks of these. So this is what we're going to be working with, which is kind of helpful when you want to send just a note. But we're used to working with 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, not 4x6. As I think of 4x6, is that like half of a sheet of 12x12 folded in half? I don't think, because I always want to see. No, this is 8x6. So that's still, my metrics is trying to figure out why they do 4x6s. I know their paper is bigger than ours, and if I'm not mistaken, theirs is 11 1/2 by 8. But that still would make sense for 4. I don't know. Anyway, let's get this show on the road. Okay, so I already cut out a piece that is going to mat this. So this is 4x6. This is 3 3/4. Yeah, 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. So that's my mat layer. That's going to go right there. And then I have a piece of this watercolor paper that I'm going to do colors on. Then I have, which is 5 1/2. This is 5 1/2 by 6 1/2. No, 5 1/2 by 3 1/2. So this is 5 1/2 by 3 1/2. And then we have the actual top layer that I'll die cut on. This piece is 3 by 5. So you can see the dimensions as I go down. Okay, so these are the pieces I'm using with this die. I pulled out an older die set from that little companion thing that we got with all the little cute note cards, which is 4x6. I pulled out "You Are Loved." See that? "You Are Loved." So that is the the stamp that I'm going to use. And so first thing I'm going to do is stamp this. So I'm just going to grab my stamping platform. And this is the thing. I had to decide where I was going to put this in order to know where to stamp. So I'm taking it crossways like that. And my "You Are Loved" stamp is going to go right here. Okay, that's how I'm going to do it. And I'm trying to catch, yeah, right there. I'm not going to get that little flower. I'm going to stop it right at that, whatever that the dash. Okay, so now I'm going to hold this down, move this out the way, hold this down with these. I'm going to check it again. Okay, and then I like to put something, this is too tall. I like to put something underneath here so when I'm not pushing all the way down. Okay, first things first, let me get some black. And I'm just using the Color Fusion. These are some stamp pads that I had from my Fun Stampers Journey, which they are no longer in existence by themselves as a separate company, I believe. I think they combined with somebody else. I can't remember who though. This is the reason why I don't use my stamp pads that often, is because I always miss a space. No matter how hard I try. Even with this little thing, I still miss. Which is the reason why I don't use the little blocks that often. And I'm not really pushing that hard. I'm just going across it. Super cute. Okay. Alright. Clean that up. And a lot of times you don't have a problem when you're using photopolymer stamps, but these acrylic stamps, they're harder. Y'all know I had to put everything up as I use it, or it'll be all over. I literally was supposed to be taping a video, and I didn't tape it because it took me a half an hour to clean my desk. Okay, so there we go. Then I'm gonna use my diamond press thingy here, and I'm going to take this die and I'm going to run it across. And I'm being strategic on, oh, I can get it in there better. I'm being strategic on how I'm placing this because I want to catch the dashes, because if you see there's dashes here on each side. I'm trying to catch the dashes. Oh no, wrong way. I'm trying to catch the dashes and make it a little bit easier on myself. Okay. When I'm cutting this out. Okay. And I use these embossing folders until they fall apart. They be warped and everything, but they still work. Y'all can see my folder is on the bent up, crinkly side, but they still work. Look at that. Perfect stars. And I'm keeping those for a reason. Okay. Now let's get this baby out the way. So now I can just peel this off, but be careful. I used an older piece of tape, and so I'm pulling off gently, so don't pull up my paper. But I used an older piece of tape that's not so sticky. Okay, and it came out a little bit, but not that much. So let's put this back in this folder. Okay, and so there we go. Super cute, isn't it? I love it. And I did catch and didn't go off or over, which is what I wanted. So let me move this up out the way. And then this is the middle sheet. This right here is actually mixed media paper. I found that when you, this is where I got it out of, this book. This is a mixed media pad. But I found that when you're using like those water reactive inks, that using mixed media paper or using watercolor paper is better. It gets a better, clearer, cleaner, whatever. It's better. I like it. Using it better. Okay, then I'm looking for my, okay, I can't find the one I'm looking for, but I got a bunch of them, so I'm just going to pull this out. This is my little mat, so I can keep my glass mat a little bit cleaner. That I'm going to, use. Okay, and so if y'all remember, I told y'all that when I try to do colors, I try to use my color cube to get those colors. And so we're going to go to our, what is it called? Number generator. And I'm going to put 1 through 500 and my number 442. So we're going to go to our color card, and this is a way you can make yourself use some of your stuff. So this is my number 2, and I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to, what did I number say? 442. And I'm going to lift out my card, and it's kitty cats, browns and grays. So yeah, we'll do browns and grays. There's numbers that I can use. I can grab my Copics, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to pull out some browns and grays and use those. And I have these Distress Oxides that I haven't been using. So let's see if we have some browns and grays in here. Let's see. Look, this is my true design process when I make cards. I don't have any browns and grays per se. Does this spice marmalade count? I don't think so. Black soot can count. Oak, that can count. Let's see, frayed burlap can count. So this is going to be this card is going to be the card, since it is browns and blacks, the card that we will send to a man because it's dark colors. I might even give it to my husband to take to the services for my cousin who passed away, for his brothers. I'm not sure. we'll test it out and see how it looks. Okay, so I got these little things from Diamond Press, and I like them because they're domed. Even though they're pretty new at these, I'm not sure how good they're working out yet because I'm just not using them. This is the pack of just the domes, and you get one of these from Diamond Press, and I got this from HSN. And so let's see. They blend really well, though. I could tell you that. I like using these. Okay, and I'm starting with this lighter color, and then I'll move into that darker color. And the one thing that I like about this is, do you see the texture in this card? Let me bring you down more. You see the texture in this? Instead of using solid white paper, it has some texture, and I like that part. I like the fact that it has texture. These are very close in color. Yeah, that's real. That's almost identical. Let's see if I have another color that I can add in there. Wild honey. Let's do the wild honey because that'll add a lighter. That lighter contrast in there. That lighter. If I use this one right here, because you're choosing what colors you use. So this one, first one I use is frayed burlap, which could be walnut stain almost. It could almost be walnut stain. Okay. Yeah, that gave a little bit lighter color in there. Definitely gave a lighter color, which is okay. And then I'm just going to blend these two together to make them two colors blend really well. See that? Let me back you up a little bit. There you go. So see the contrast in those colors? Okay. And so then I'm going to go to the black soot because we have black right there. And I'm going to put this black soot in there. And I'm using the same one because I'm going from light to dark. But that texture in there is really, really nice. I like the texture. So then you're not just going on smooth paper. And then I'm blending it up into that yellow or wild honey. But this is so cute. I love it. And these oxides blend really well. They blend really well. So this is what we have right now. This is frayed burlap, wild honey, black soot. Nice masculine design. Okay, and then we're going to take this piece here, and I want to add some color texture on it. So I'm going to just use the one I have on here, which is the black soot, and go around it and give it a little bit of texture color. Just a little bit, not too much. Okay, just like that. So see, just a little bit of color with the black soot. Okay, now what I've used is my Diamond Press little set. So I put that to use. I didn't use my little Diamond Press, so I didn't put my little Diamond Press set to use. I've used my Tim Holtz Media Grip Mat. I've used it. Clean you off. Okay, so I don't use my Media Mat. Let's roll you back up and put it back in your rightful spot. Okay, then I've used my color code card thingy. So I've used my color cards, this thing, so we can put 442 back to where it go. You know, I try to put all things back as I go along. And this is how I craft too. 442, 441, 443. Now, I'll put this back. Actually sit on a shelf right above my head. And then my distress inks. I use distress inks, right? I used my black ink pad. So I'm using a lot of things in my arsenal right now to make this all happen. Okay, and then here we go. This is our design. So I'm actually turning the card this way, the card base that way. Okay, so I'm using my advanced tape glider. And I'm going to mat and layer this crookedly. Actually, let me do it this way. This is how I like to do it better. To make sure it's even. Like that. Okay? And then we're going to take this piece and I'm going to mat and layer this. I want this to be this way. And I'm going to mat and layer this. And this is just centered. Okay? And then we have this piece. And this is going to go right here. But instead of taking this straight down, because you see what it looked like, if I raise it up, it'll give me a little height to it. And with that height, it'll look more shadowy. So I'm just going to pop some pop dots on here. And these are just foam mountain dots. And I show you these all the time. I'm almost out of them, actually. I use these. I get these from the $1.25 store. Yeah, I get them from the $1.25 store. And and I use these generally when I run out of, or not run out of, but when I'm out and about and I forgot to bring the other ones that I have, or I want them to be a little taller than the Stampin' Up ones, I use these. Okay. Okay. Now we got that. So here we go. And I'm generally taking off the perimeter ones, but the ones in the middle is for height, not necessarily that they need to stick. Maybe because I'm giving this to somebody for a funeral, I'll take it off, all of them off, because I don't generally take them all off. I take the ones on the outer perimeter because the ones in the middle really is just to keep it from sinking in. You don't want to, oh, I need to put one right here. You don't want to not put them in the middle because your card will sink in the middle if you don't. So that's why you want to put them all the way around and in the middle. So I'm going to grab this and I'm going to put this one right in the center. And put this right in the center. Because if you don't, your card will sink right in the middle. And that's any card you make. Any card that you make. Okay? And I'm going to take this and I'm going to even this up. And put this right in the center. And see how cute that looks. But I'm going to go one step further. And I'm going to grab a Copic marker. And I'm going to take this little star. And I'm going to just put a little dot of glue on the back of it. And these stars just came out of the regular the cutout. Came out from these cutouts. That's where these stars came from. Okay, so all I'm doing is taking the front of the stars and rubbing, as you can see, using my Copic marker and making them black. And a little glue. Like that. And look how just adding the stars back in gave it a little bit of something. I want to add these little things on here too. I need them to flip over though. Uh-oh. Both sides gonna be black. The leaves, they're so tiny. Let's see if I can make this happen. Put a little bit of dab of Vidoe. Look at that. Yes. Okay. Add a little glue to it. And they're tiny now. Look at that. And it just added just a little bit of something to it. I'm going to add one more star. I'm making sure that they're right side up because it makes a difference on how they look if they're right side up. I'm putting a little bit of glue. And I want to put a star right here because that looks empty. And there we go. And that is how you use your confetti border dies without that much work. You don't have to do a whole bunch of work to get them to look gorgeous. Okay, I had to put my glue cap back on. Let's put our glue cap, our pen cap back on that. All of my extra stuff is going to go right in the garbage that's sitting next to me. And voila, this is the card that we have right here. I could have actually put some, oh, I didn't press that down enough. Keep it in there. Oh, wait. No. There we go. I didn't press it down. Okay. And so now all we got to do is write a message on the inside. Right? Super cute. I love it. Card came out beautifully in my opinion. Am I biased because I made it? But look how cute the border dies turned out. And so I'm not sure if they even still have these. When I went on Crafter's Companion site to buy the set, the complete set, they were sold out. They were sold out. So this is a video that I have for you. I'm going to one of my subscribers, Joy, asked me to show how I store my Anna Griffin dies. And so I want to show you a couple of ways. Some of them that come in the box are still in the box, but a lot of them, this is how I store them. I have these little cases. I have that 6-drawer container that I get from Michael's, and I put them in these little small envelopes. If they're just dies, I put them, if they're auto ships, I put them together and I keep them together. This came from the class, so I have all of them from the class in one binder or one drawer. Then I also store them in, let me see if I have, yeah, this is one of the auto ships, and so I keep them all together. So this is the tunnel die set. This is the tunnel die set. I keep them with their paper. I literally keep them flat. Like, this is a full set of the houses and stuff, or the doorways. This is a very old set that makes gift card holders. It has the purse and stuff. But you can see I keep them all in these clear envelopes. And I keep them together so that when I get ready to use them, they're together in some form or fashion. So these are ones that I've taken out the boxes so I can make room for new stuff, but I keep them all together in these little pouches. So if you can see, like, I haven't even broke this open yet. I haven't started using these, but I keep them together like that so I can find them when I need them, and see how many I can keep in one spot by using these 6-drawer towers. So I have 2 of them, one stacked on the other. And then I also have, I'm not sure if you remember, but a while back I bought the scrap rack. And the scrap rack came, and this is a Totally Tiffany. Let me back you up some more. This is a Totally Tiffany bag. I don't even know if she has this anymore, but it was with the scrap rack. And the older dies, before she started doing cases and stuff, I put them, this is a because I still keep them all in full sets. I keep them together in these little sleeves. See, they sliding down, but I keep them together in the sleeves. And so this whole thing is shakers. This is all shaker stuff, and I keep them in the Totally Tiffany. And this is all shaker stuff, and so I try to keep it all together. So they're all of my shaker stuff. And this is the Christmas shaker, so I keep it in a bag by itself. But I keep it all together so that when I'm looking for something and I want to do it, I do it all at one time. So like this, sometimes I carry this Totally Tiffany bag with me from the, it's called the scrap rack. I take this with me, and all I want to take is one thing. I put it all in here, and it's contained in this one little thing. So I don't know if she still sells these, but that is how I keep my Anna Griffin stack, because I don't keep them with my regular stuff. My regular stuff is in these boxes. Let me show you. Grab regular stuff, meaning my everyday type of crafter's companion and all of those. This is how I keep all of those in here. I don't keep Anna Griffin stuff because it's so specific that they don't really come in sets like these. Like this is the stamp set, die set, stamp set for these. And so these are groups, and that's why I keep them like that. So Joy, that's how I keep my sets together. Everybody has one of those little clear drawers, except Anna. Anna has her own 6-drawer shelf that also with Crafter's Companion. I'm sorry, not Crafter's Companion, Heartfelt Creations. Heartfelt Creations had their own separate thing too. So thank you so much for joining me. This is the card for today, and I'm super excited about this set. I'm going to use these, and because these can make some quick little cards, especially the 6x6. So there you go for our card for today. All right, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see y'all all in the next one.